Hello, I'm Mrs. Hollinshead and welcome to one of my 3-minute thoughts where I introduce an idea about something in GCSE English that you may not have considered before. Today I'm going to talk about Juliet and how Shakespeare uses the genre and form of tragedy to explore her character just as much as Romeo. Now, you may have already explored the structure of Shakespearean tragedy in class and probably come across Freytag's pyramid. Freytag applied his structure to Shakespeare's tragedies, effectively dividing them into 5 parts: the exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and denouement. The third part is the turning point, climax, or peripeteia, and it's what we're interested in. For Romeo, this part is simple. It's when fate and fortune combine against him and he ends up being drawn into the violence, killing Tybalt. For Juliet, Shakespeare follows the same structure, but we need to understand attitudes to gender if we are to see her turning point. Juliet, as a 13-year-old girl, cannot leave her family home without supervision, so she's not going to get involved in street fights, and the feud should have nothing to do with her. In fact, her saying "my only love sprung from my only hate" is an indication from Shakespeare of how ridiculous this feud is. Note the use of pronoun "my," despite her age and gender. So where is her turning point? So there are different theories and approaches, but all are based around her relationship with her own family, not the Montagues. As the only unmarried daughter of rich Capulet, Juliet is an extension of her father. He has complete control over her life and her future until she marries Romeo. Shakespeare shows that Romeo gives her freedom from her family, but she doesn't marry him to spite her family, otherwise she wouldn't tell him to refuse his name, but would call herself a Montague. Tybalt's death is the turning point for her as well, but only because it means her parents change their plans for her marriage. The friar's plan, however, is an opportunity for her to try to take back control for both of them. Shakespeare makes it her challenge. She is the one that demands a solution from the friar, and she is the one who has to be brave enough to carry it out, despite Shakespeare showing us how terrified she is in her soliloquy. The friar's plan will separate her from her family for good, and this relies on the concept of a funeral, which is arguably a ritual which allows a family to claim an individual as theirs. They get to say what that person's life was about and assign it value. However, she is making a mockery of the ceremony by not actually being dead, and this is the ultimate subversion of their authority. She plans to live on and define her own life with Romeo, and no one else will have authority over her because they won't know she's even alive. She will truly be free. Fate and fortune again, however, disrupt this plan. In the denouement, it is significant that Shakespeare chooses Juliet's family tomb as the setting, and then their families set up statues to them in gold. The families in society ultimately claim the two back again. But look at that last line. The tale is that of Juliet and her Romeo, not the other way around. So that's it. I hope you found something valuable there. If you did, please subscribe and hit the bell on my profile or my channel page to be notified of the next episode.